Well,
there we go. Where is my model? It is right here. Okay, cool, we're good. Hi, everyone! Sorry about that. Had to take care of some things real quick. Hello and welcome to another installment of a wonderful series called Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. That's what it's called.
I need the game.
Huh? Oh yeah, of course you need the game.
I need the game.
It's very important for the way that we do things here, for you to have the game. Alright. Can you see it? And hear it and stuff?
There we go.
Alright, yeah, we're all here. Everyone is here. Yeah. It's called Ace Phoenix Wright Attorney Trilogy. Yeah, of course. That's the name of the thing. Why wouldn't it be? When we last left our heroes, they were in the hospital, and Edgeworth has to be in here now instead.
Yeah.
Oh, you've almost beaten your first Persona game. That's great. How's that working out?
Oh, speaking of Persona, I still gotta fucking play P5. Or P5R.
Oh, yeah.
I stopped it. I think I stopped it after that night. And I think...
Yeah, I've been wanting to play that at some point, too.
Did I meet... Yeah, I think I met Akechi.
Does the audio and stuff sound good about all the things?
Where the fuck did the comb go? Where did my comb go? God damn it, every time I place this stupid comb down, the bed eats it, and I can't find it.
Oh dear.
My hair's a mess.
I'm sure it looks nice. So, you know. Audio sounds great, that's good.
Okay.
So, what do you say we jump into this?
Yeah.
Because I'm very excited how this is going to go. We've got a trial segment, and we're Miles Edgeworth, apparently.
Oh, are you gonna have any voice lines?
Huh?
Am I gonna have any voice lines at all?
Oh, that's a good question. I didn't think about that. I mean, Iris is gonna be here. I don't know for how long, but yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Yep, for sure. Oh my, Mr. Loris feels that way about me?
Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed about Larry of Loris, of all people.
Yeah. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing.
Really? You say that, but... Worry not, and in any case, whatever it was he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Loris is the witness today?
No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand.
Sister Bikini.
She claims to have seen the very instant in which he carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Donim, correct?
That is correct. It wasn't me.
Very well then.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes.
You are a prosecutor, aren't you?
Usually, but shit's weird right now. I don't...
Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed...
Wait, are we in disguise? Don't worry, I've made the necessary arrangements. I really hope that we just see, like, Edgeworth in a shitty Phoenix cosplay.
I see.
Iris, it is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I have been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands.
We can like switch around the voices of some characters if you're concerned about not getting lines. This guy's quote-unquote defense attorney is supposed to be a different job, so he's basically faking his qualifications. I mean, it's like, okay, first of all, I think he's sitting on the, is he sitting on the wrong side of the court? No, I don't think so. It just looks like that from this angle. Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of the Hazakura Temple. The defense is ready. Oh, do you want to be him?
No, it's just, isn't that like, I feel like that, no. Is that
What?
his usual spot? I can't remember.
No, that's not his usual, that's where Phoenix usually is. He's just reversed.
Exactly.
He's just reversed now.
Okay.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. And the prosecution, I guess, is not. The defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case. Indeed. Not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. Or they got shot in the shoulder. That's happened before. Oh, he's wearing the he's even got the badge where Nick wears it. I didn't notice that. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. Okay, well, I guess we can all go home now.
Yay.
I am ready to announce my verdict at this time. The court finds the defendant... Oh, what? Oh, no. What? Excuse me? What? Hang on! I thought she didn't... I thought she wasn't in this game! The prosecution stands ready. And you are? What?
I'm so happy about this right now!
They said something about the prosecutor not showing up because it got shot in the shoulder. Wait, but I thought everybody was mad that she didn't appear after, she didn't, like, have a big return after the second game. What the fuck is going on here? Okay. Franziska von Karma, prosecuting prodigy. Von Karma, you say? Perchance you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma? Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Karma. That is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case and also giving a playing card to some random girl I might have a crush on. That's a whole other thing. You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Am I just imagining things?
That's right. Gaslight gatekeep girl boss. Gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
Yep, that's her whole deal. That's all. That's all that's happening right now. This is kind of minor. She's around for this case, but being the prosecutor today is her big role. This isn't really about her, I guess. And she's not made a big comeback in the Apollo games. That's a big critique. Oh yeah, I see. I like to see if they make an Ace Attorney 7 what she's been up to in the future time. I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor. Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say? There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office. There isn't, but I'm sure. Once before in this courtroom, I told you there is no such weakling. What is that? A whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. But bailiff, remove that whip and... I have no objections to the whip. Edgy, baby, what? You know I have to screenshot that, right? You just know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
You don't? The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. There is still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today.
Oh my God, Edgeworth, I love you, but this is so not you.
It's just, look, he's had to live with Franziska for several years. He's got to be used to this by now. This promise
for sure. The anime is anything to go by.
Yeah, this promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. Are you sure I haven't seen you before, Mr. Edgeworth? Look, Your Honor, no one wants to remember case 3-4. Let's just let it go. But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers. And here I thought this was gonna be Winston Payne, but this is way better. I see you brought your flair for the histrionic. Allow me to add to the list of things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court. Oh, you're gonna have to make up your mind about that one, dude. You gotta get used to this. Wow, this is just an average Tuesday for your brother. The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor. Very well. Miss Von Karma, please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible. The murder victim is the famous picture book author, Ms. Elise Donim. Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue. I've been watching Game Grumps playing Justice for All, and I gotta admit that Danny has a way better voice for Franziska than I do, but I'm still gonna keep going with this. The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene. If you want to take over for any character, just let me know, because, I don't know,
Okay.
It seems that today we've got almost entirely me characters.
Wait, what if we just add spiritual commentary from the spirit realm or something?
Yeah, why not? There is no mistake that this was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to a crime! Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand. So it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. Witness, state your name and occupation, please. Hold on there, I'm not sure about being not sure if I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. That sentence made my brain stop braining. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for a back pain-plagued witness. But bailiff, fetch the crate for this poor lady, please.
There we go.
Alright, that's better. Once again, your name and occupation, please. Well, old me, I'm the head nun of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. I don't remember what voice I did before, but I assume it's like this.
Now we're doing a southern. Okay.
Whatever. I stole a lot of Hart's original accent after she got possessed by Waluigi. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone. Well, you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now, and you don't appear to be a very good judge right now. Ah! The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave this sanctuary at once. You're one to talk. You want me to leave? No need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer.
No thank you.
I don't want to look up this character on Google Images. In any case, witness, I hear you saw the crime take place on the night in question. That's right! I can still hardly believe in myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like this. Let us hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about your own movements that night, eh?
What the fuck?
That's how they say it in Canada. That night I was helping an acolyte with her trade in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. I can't really see that, but okay. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to the Hazakura temple. There's no bath in the inner temple, you see, and I need a long, hot soak. It was after I just finished, just as I was heading back, and when I saw it. That's when I saw it. So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple. Yeah, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple. It's like a pretty important statement she just made. There's only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle now, are you, Miles Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination. Okay, okay, so, what, do we have any problems with this right off the bat?
No, not this one, next one.
I'm not sure if I can think of anything.
Next one. What do we have for evidence? Because this...
right, evidence. Attorney's badge, Magatama, victim staff, Sheeptoad, hanging scroll, Iris hood, note to Iris Hazakura temple map, weather data, occult, and photo of Elise, Iris's testimony, and Elise's autopsy report, crime photo...
Wait.
What?
Go back to the Iris test.
Rang light out bell at 10 p.m. and was there in her room until the murder was discovered.
Lori.
So can we present this, do you think?
Yeah.
Alright. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all. Well, don't worry, I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith after all, the head honcho of Hazakura Temple. In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like for you to explain something to me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all. No! She said that? A defendant or a witness. Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? Well, I mean, given our track record, the witness, the defendant is simply lying to cover her back. It is completely illogical. Why would anyone lie? The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi. Huh? What? Did I... But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie. Does indeed have honest eyes. Ah! All the people lie. That is my belief. But why am I the only one being whipped in here? Well, if I whipped my brother, that would just be fucking weird. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie, which means you must call your memory into question. Dear, you're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you? Oh, she just got serious. Well, that isn't exactly what My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter. What? Why winter? What? Okay. Then I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, I don't know what voice I'm giving this guy. I don't...
It's just a random mix of random shit.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to witness the question memory of this are... hang on. I can't English right now. Mr. Edgeworth, if you're gonna question the memory of this witness, you'll need to show me more decisive piece of evidence. Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick. And please add your comments about Iris to the testimony, and let us return to cross-examination. Okay. Hadn't I tell me? Iris came to the inner temple. She was dressed exactly like she had been.
Oh! No. Iris gave us the hood.
Oh, right, yeah! That was a thing that happened. Witness, let's get one thing straight, because it will be the only straight thing in this entire courtroom. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct? Of course! That is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wait a minute. Hold it right there. Why do you have that? That's the question of the day, now isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung. What? You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the Iris she should have been missing this Then the Iris she saw should have been missing this very hood. What? Well!
Oh, wow, that's a lot of freaks.
It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. Look at how happy I am right now. Ah!
The thing is, when it comes to Phoenix, we're just seen it. It's like throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Yeah, yeah, it's very satisfying when one of them actually does stick. Sister, this hood You'll have spare ones around the temple, don't you? Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them. I see, a stockpile, a surplus of hoods, eh? Each nun is only given one hood. But what is it with Franziska trials and why do you have that? It happened in her first trial too with her channeling chamber key and the second trial with the silk hat. Weird callback? I guess maybe it's her secondary catchphrase. Speaking of which, she hasn't said her original catchphrase yet, and I'm very wondering why she's holding back on that.
Even if we're not there, she would usually do it.
Yeah, this should be the only hood that Iris owned. And this is quite strange. Wah! If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those! There is no contradiction here. I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt. Witness? While I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision. I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on the way back to the inner temple. The seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation. Alright, new testimony. I finished my bath around 11 and I thought I should return to Inner Temple. As I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look and Iris was, Mystic Elise, with that sword of all things. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner. What?
I'm sorry. Oh, that last line could be taken out of context.
Oh yeah, we're on the same page with that one. I was thinking of pointing it out. Wasn't sure if I should, but I'm glad that you did. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room which faces the courtyard. The stabbing I must have occurred after she was pushed out of the window. Truly, I was gonna say you truly are a terrible sight. You saw a you saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Mr. Von Then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in two in court, and me seeing it all from this very chair. Well, something like that.
Okay.
This judge, his imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe. I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness! Yeah, she said it! She said the thing! Finally! Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth! Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours? Yes, that's the only thing about her manners that needs changing. Okay. Finish my bath around 11. I thought I should... Wait a minute. When did the autopsy say? Okay, from 10 to 11. Okay, that fits. As I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. Iris was, Mystic Elise, and with that sword of all things.
Oh my god.
Screenshotting that. Hanging in the corner room. Which faces out onto the courtyard. Let's look at this map.
Okay, so I have.
It doesn't say. They don't see the court. They don't have the courtyard on this map. she was pushed out of her window. Hang on. We didn't
No.
hear anything about being pushed out a window. What?
Go back to the autopsy.
No,
not that.
Right, yeah. Sorry. Oh, body fell 10 feet after death.
Oh.
So that was. Wait, I'm going in the wrong direction.
No, the last one.
Yeah. So that's the wrong order of events. Impressive logic. That's what I like to say, anyway. Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter. What is it with you and seasons?
I didn't think about that.
However, I think you're overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, will you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report? The autopsy report? The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed. Ah! You made the rookie mistake of not updating the autopsy report first. That's right, it says after death right here. The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? Ah! Order! The victim was killed and then fell. If that's the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room, don't you agree? That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And she was then thrown out of her window down into the courtyard below. I still have a German accent. Were there any signs of the struggle in Mr. Nim's room? He was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? What? No traces of blood were found in the victim's room. Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no blood in the room as he claimed that— there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure your honor is well aware, a bare stab wound produces the most blood. When it produces the most blood, very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. You want to talk about when the most blood will be lost?
Is when it's pulled out.
That would be when the blade is removed. Indeed, with the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound. That's true, with the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. Perfectly reasonable line of thinking. We have come to a conclusion then.
You don't remove the weapon.
Huh?
Huh?
What did you say?
That's why when you get stabbed, you don't remove the weapon.
Oh yeah, that's true. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions! Order! I must admit that this is a probable version of events. I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point. It seems that we all need a clear testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please! Remain standing on the crate! Don't go selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood. Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here. With the whip? Oh boy. All right. Not gonna think about that anymore. Okay.
Yep.
When I looked across the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mr. Khalees. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? When I awoke, Mr. Ami was... Wait, Mystic Ami was stabbing Mr. Khalees in the back. Wait, huh? What?
Wait, what?
Wait, what? What? This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory. Does it?
Does she mean the statue?
Wait. Yeah, I think she would have to, unless...
When you look at it, it looks like the statue is actually stabbing her.
Unless... Spirit channeling?
No, I think she meant the statue, because, like, even in that, like, flashback, it looks like the statue stabbed her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that my worth. Perfection is an impossibility, my Franziska von Karma. And I'm here to teach you just that. For instance, the last case in this game kind of ruined this whole game becoming perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Next one.
We're gonna...
Next one.
We need to press on the statue thing, right?
Press.
Wait,
No,
wait, hang on. What? Press on this?
Press. Yeah.
Okay.
Where the fuck did you get that from?
So you're saying you saw the victim's blood? That's right. Some of it splattered on Iris too. Then the defendant was arrested. She was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner. What?
What?
Her clothes were blood-flecked as well?
Spots?
What?
Blood spots. Now I can't English. Blood splat.
I think that means that there was just blood on it.
Yeah, well, fleckled doesn't really mean much to me.
Yeah, fleckled, I don't think that's a word.
Yeah.
It might be, though. That seems quite conclusive to me. What should I do? Press this point further? I mean, probably, yeah. Going back to your previous point, you said you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed, but now you say you saw the victim bleeding. Well, I say that I saw that. I say that what I saw was what I saw. Well, what do you see? Maybe I didn't see the poor woman getting stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her plain as day. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. But pulling the sword out? Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out. What? Wait, witness, you will add this statement to your testimony. Oh, was that important? Yes! Of course that was fucking important. More important than you can imagine.
Yeah.
Saw the incident in which the blade plunged in the hilt was smoothly drawn out.
Okay, hold up. Okay. Can we see this weapon?
Okay. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Well, it was just a press, right?
Yeah, I just pressed. But
Okay,
yeah, the weapon where... I mean, that...
I don't...
It feels like that would be hard to just pull, like, just slip out of someone.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Smoothly, you say. You saying you saw the sword smoothly slide out. That's right. The whole thing happened right next to the gold statue of Mystic Ami.
Yeah,
Mystic
no,
Elise is
no,
on the ground, and
there's
Iris.
No way.
No.
There's no way.
No,
There's.
that can't happen.
Oh
That's
my
not.
god. There's no way.
The sword was buried up to the hilt. Myra stood up, the sword in her hand just slid out of Mystic Elise's body. It slid out from that gaping wound, huh?
No. No.
Goes without saying that if the sword was removed, there would be bleeding. Nothing out of place here. Is that really the case? I can't help but feel there's something about this testimony that's very out of place. That's something which couldn't possibly have happened. Appears to have happened. Hint, hint. Yeah, yeah, I'm calling bullshit on you there. Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so. There are too many contradictions here. What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar! But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. What is it with these old women hitting on Edgeworth? What contradictions are you talking about? In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities. Like, have you seen this thing? What do you mean? Please explain Ow! Explain yourself! To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that. Oh yeah, and also, it doesn't have blood up to the hilt.
Yeah.
Doesn't appear but meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep should I so choose. I have much experience with this. The objection stands! I wept a little back there, I must admit. What's with all these old women hitting on Edgeworth? I mean, who wouldn't hit on Edgeworth? I mean, it's true, but why is it mostly old women? What? Nobody else in this game seems to flirt with Edgeworth. At least not overtly, besides old women. Unless you count just everything that Phoenix says to him. Isn't the only issue here. If the sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly. We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding. That's nothing more than conjecture! In reality, the victim was stabbed with the shichishito. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly, and may still sometimes stop the blood loss. Not finished. There is still one more conclusive contradiction. You still got more? Wait, what?
Headcanon. So you know how, I know this is like Japanifornia and everything, and Miles lived with a Von Karmas in Germany.
Yeah, German America.
I'm pretty sure he would have probably developed an accent.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, he was in Germany for like most of his childhood, I would assume.
So, while he does have a normal American accent, he would probably have a German accent at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe it like slips in there. So.
I mean, I didn't have Von Karma do a German accent, so I think that it's just a thing that it's inconsistent. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Von Karma fucking lives in the United States at this point, or whatever.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I mean, oh yeah, because he's in jail. Yeah. You've got more? This one is simple. If this sword was really thrust all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it? If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword. Miles lived with the Von Karmas in Germany. That doesn't really track. Manfred lived in Japanifornia for most of his life. That's how he got the perfect record. He only went on vacation once. Then... Oh, the only reason we know Franzi went to Germany was to study. Oh, right, yeah.
No, okay, well, growing up, I don't... My people who meet me say I don't have a Californian accent. It's like a mix between I'm thinking like California and New Yorkan, so he might have adopted the German accent, maybe. It happened.
Maybe, I don't know. Everything about the Von Karma family is fucked up and weird. No!
Let me have this, please.
Oh wait, I just saw it in the sprite that she actually is standing on milk crates. Bravo, yeah. Bravo, Miles Edgeworth, raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All of the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one at that. What does this all mean? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but having come this far, there can only be one answer, and that is... The weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shichishito. What? A foolish idea, born from foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool.
Yes.
You do have accents passed down in expat communities. My Greek-American family have an accent still. Expat? What does that mean?
Hang on, let me look it up. Expat.
Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think the sword was a murder weapon? The blood. The blood?
Okay. Expat is somebody who leaves their country of origin and settles abroad for an extended period of time, or often permanently.
Okay. Well, it's because Mystic Ami was holding it. Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what has influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the Shichishito was the murder weapon. Order, what? So maybe the Shichishito was not the murder weapon. Well, that's alright then. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw as the defendant stabs the victim with a sword-like object. Well, that's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. The obvious question? Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? What? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found. That's... Answer the question, Miss Von Karma. No evidence of that kind was found. A mystery to throw onto the pile. Trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast. Excuse me, could I say something? I just remembered something, actually. What is it, sister? I was just thinking, it's possible, just maybe, what actually happened was, it was just over there. What exactly are you going on about here? The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe... I think I might know where the sword was disposed of. Wait, was it the furnace? Or the other... Or the... You what? Well then... I think we need to hear more testimony from you one more time, sister! Impossible. What else could this old woman have seen? I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. After asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. There I saw tracks. Tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used?
Huh.
A snowmobile? Did they mention a snowmobile at all before?
I mean, there was the snowmobile out front.
I didn't remember that. But it takes 50 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all. Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time. Well, I'm not in the best of shape. Plot twist, background details matter now. I mean, they kind of always have, but... Next, we're gonna be calling Charlie as a witness. I hope so. I really hope that at some point we get to cross-examine the fucking plant. I don't know how that would work, but that would be amazing. Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here's a photograph. Oh, you're just showing us this now. Great. A snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory. A game theory. Tracks in front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to the Dusky Bridge. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon. Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon? Mr. Worth, your cross-examination, please. Okay. What do we do now? Okay, what? Let me see this picture again. Okay, that does look like the main gate. Yeah.
Wait, are those footsteps leaving the main gate or going to the main gate?
I don't know, but those footsteps are definitely not coming from the snowmobile.
Okay, something not right. It's not right. What do we got? Crime photo. No, that's not gonna help us. No, wait, no, keep going to the first page.
First page.
Occult. No.
Did we ever look
Weather
at this
data.
magazine? Oh, yeah, it's just this.
Wait, weather data.
Eagle Mountain weather data for February 7th. Snow with occasional lightning strikes. Snow 7 to approximately 10:50. Lightning 10 to approximately 11. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45, around 30 minutes past before the fire starting and going out. Huh.
Wait.
What?
Well, what time was the fire? Okay, so there was at 11. It was at 10:45. We woke up an hour later, and then we ran, and it was still on fire.
Yeah, and
No, something's not right. The weather has to.
there's something fishy about that, but like, what is?
Okay. Track photo. Let me see this. It looks like it came from the bridge, not going to, because, like, snowmobiles are pretty heavy, I believe. You can't just lift it up and...
Yeah.
Okay, what? Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's get out of this and see. Okay, no, we can get out of the evidence.
Oh yeah.
Next. Okay, next. The tracks don't make sense.
Yeah. There's something weird about that.
No, I don't.
I feel like I want to press on this one. Is that
Sure.
Well, it would have been possible time-wise. One element remains out of place here. Oh, and what would this mystery element be? The killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why did the killer do all of this? Why go to Evil River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods? Too many unanswered questions. A response, Miss Von Karma? Why? Turning to me for help over the slightest thing? Why don't you think for yourself, Novice? Your Honor. What? She's over the top as always. Anyway, whatever's the reasons, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to me, Miles Edgeworth. Another mystery to feed the fire. Is there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there is surely a problem with this testimony. All I have to do is start poking holes in this flawed account. Okay, so they did not at all ask about Iris's ability to drive a snowmobile, which is what I was wondering about, but okay.
Go! 11 o'clock. Go back to the last one! No, not the statement.
Right, yeah,
It stopped snowing, so why is there only one track?
Wait. What? Oh, yeah. Yeah! Yeah, you're right! That couldn't have freaking happened. Yeah.
Okay, or I guess here we can present it.
Wait, present the photo or present the weather?
The track. The tracks.
Okay. Alright, that seemed to be the right one. I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder. You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth. However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks? What do you mean? Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge and those from coming back. Ah, you're right. You're forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks led to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it? I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
Weather report.
Yeah. What do you have to say now, Miss Dias Edgeworth? Is there a flaw in her theory? Idea of the snowfall covered one set of tracks. Yeah, there is a contradiction. The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible. Would you care to explain why there's a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction? No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me. On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge. In order to dispose of the murder weapon, the outgoing tracks were raised by snow. Or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow. Weather report. Weather report. Weather report. It's the weather report.
Yeah.
Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime. Like I said, it was around 11. Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please look at this data. It is the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. The weather report? Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up. Ah! Now, order! Very well, then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Hey, what? It's too soon to be closing. No. Also, that pun was terrible. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this, then. When is the weather report ever correct? Ah, no, you've got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast, this is actual data. Ah! Forecast data, all weather reports have some inaccuracies. Fuck you. I don't have anything more clever to say, just fuck you, Von Karma. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m. I would like to order an updated weather report.
No!
True, it's true. We cannot be totally sure, eh? What? How did she pull that off? It had stopped snowing at Hadakora Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this. Come this far, there is no turning now. Okay, what is the crime photo, There's no, that if it was still snowing, then wouldn't there have been snow on the corpse?
Exactly. But...
So, yeah, there's no snow on the corpse, so, yeah. It's far, there's no turning back now. Very well. I, too, cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony. Ha! You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth. Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? The photo. Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed. That's right, but proving that is incredibly easy. Huh? If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow. There's just one exception. And that is the victim herself, Miss Elise Donim. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It's not... it had stopped snowing when she was killed. That is why. In other words, the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon. And in this photograph, there should be 2 sets of tracks. Ah! Order! Just what are you... Ah! Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth? To be honest, I am not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all the facts point to. Tonight, someone used a snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. The tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing. Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow. Then, when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained. Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does, sister? There is only one key for the snowmobile. No. Siri almost activated on me. No, shut quiet. Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. We do? The key was found in her room after the murder. It can only mean that night, Iris used a snowmobile to go to the Inner Temple. But Iris said that she never went there. Should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance. The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge, so she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot.
The hell did I miss?
What?
My internet just died on me.
Oh, so yeah, Iris has the only key in the snowmobile.
Okay.
It was found in her room. So.
Okay.
So yeah. So she was.
Oh.
So that's about everything. Sounds right. But what's odd is, when I left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge. You must have failed to see it, sister. Maybe, but when I made my way back to Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate, in the snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw, it was covered in snow, too. But that isn't possible! Okay. Order in the court! What does this all mean? So what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the Inner Temple! If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate! Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should have been 2 sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used a snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble. I think we've learned all we can from this witness. Yes, I got nothing more to add. I told you everything that I know. But that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness, who could testify to having seen the snowmobile. A witness, huh? No. Was there no one out walking, perhaps, near Dusky Bridge on that night?
No.
I don't think that's likely.
No.
It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that. No. It's time for everyone's favorite boy!
No!
Unless they had something really important to do. That's a shame. Hold on. Something is coming to me. An idiot may well have been wandering out on that subarctic night.
No!
Your Honor! Actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us. Really? You'll know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder? I don't know for sure if he saw it or not. There are two things about him that do come to mind. Which are? First, he saw something incredible on the night of the murder. And the second being, this individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you're talking about? Let's see. It's Franziska von Karma! No, it's everyone knows. It's Clarice. It's Clarice. This guy might be a product of Jean-Luc de Leduc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting. This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim Elise de Nim. Her student? Interesting. Why was he wandering a boot outside on the night of the murder? That's... I could tell them all about his designs for Iris, but it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. What? Why is... Oh, yeah, if he was... Yeah, because if he was gonna propose to the defendant, then that would, maybe be a bad look.
Yeah.
He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him, although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason. And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it he saw? I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom. Summon this youth as a witness immediately! I have no choice, do I? I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. It won't take long to summon him. Very well. Larry, you may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you. And Franziska's probably going to get a lot more out of him. We're calling a 20-minute break, whatever. Miss Von Karma, please see it to the prepare. Get that guy.
Get the man.
Understood, Your Honor. Good. Well then, court is now in recess. Go play on the monkey bars.
Next one.
Next one. We're going. We're still going.
Yeah, we'll do the next one and then we'll stop for the day.
All right, but we're still saving our progress. All right, let's go.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say.
What? Who is this phony? That's I believe it was Larry. Unless you're talking about the judge, that's the judge's brother. Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene.
All right, I'll help you any way I can.
First, about that night. You really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying.
Mr. Edgeworth, it is just as I said yesterday.
Yeah, it's the judge's brother. It's the brother of the normal judge, who is also a judge.
Yeah, that doesn't get confusing.
Yeah.
Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hazakura Temple.
Very well. The second thing, then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder, sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Are you the one who used the snowmobile?
There's only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me.
So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge?
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh no. Oh no!
Jesus Christ!
That's a lot of Lux!
I'm surprised we got him during a trial!
Iris?
I can't tell you about that yet.
Yet?
Not until her safety is come.
Her safety? Huh? What?
Oh. Okay, I've got to use the restroom real quick.
There are other judges in a few of the side games. I don't think any of them top Udgay, but though your mileage may vary. Yeah, I'm aware of at least one other judge. I
will be right back. Just give me 1 minute.
Okay. Fun fact, 5 Cyclops isn't the ultimate difficulty. Oh, I'm aware. It's still a lot, though. Huh. Yeah. That makes sense. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good. I just watched a documentary earlier called The Celluloid Closet that was about, like, gay coding in Hollywood and stuff. Well, just popping in to say hi, just about to get off lunch at work, so bye! Bye, Sinjam! Have a good day at work! And in general and stuff. You can't tell, but I'm waving at you. My arms don't move very well, but I'm trying to wave.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back.
So, I don't know when it's gonna be revealed. I don't know what you know about this, but let's just say last time when I asked my mom something, it had to do with this.
Oh! That doesn't narrow it down at all.
Okay. the safety of the acolyte. Oh shit, I forgot.
The acolyte, huh? She must be talking about Maya. You would think that, wouldn't you?
I have two. I know things. Things in brain.
Yeah. I know things as well, but not enough things to know what's going on. I've been playing the final boss of P5 Tactica along with this. I think the streams crossed because he started using Franzi's catchphrase. Amazing. Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Donim?
No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life.
As I thought. No Psycho Locks. Very well. It is my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. Alright, well, we'll worry about that another time. Here's another reason to worry. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness? During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery. Suspicious behavior?
I guess it was Larry.
He was sketching something very intensely. Here I asked what the witness was sketching before he was detained. He drew a terrifying woman armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip. I can only presume that his intention was to capture you. Ah! Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the courts! Oh, I've been hoping that we would get this interaction. Maurice Donim! I hope you're ready. Get in here!
Oh my god.
It would seem that the whip is going to see plenty more use today. Ouch! Your sketch is in contempt of this court! Hey, I was just You tried to run away from Zabelif, who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct? Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling I'm nothing but a fledgling artist trading out in the mountains. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use a technical term for the color viridian, it's interesting that this got to Franzi so bad. You'd think she'd like being intimidating. Look, maybe she just thinks this is charming. I don't know. Okay.
I can't remember if he was an artist before this case or not.
I mean, if he was, then he didn't tell us, but,
Okay, well, I know he made the clock. He made the, thing.
Yeah, he did make the thinker clock, he's had artistic talents, clearly.
Okay.
I like this direction for his character, to be honest. He's found his calling. Larry, this isn't an art store now, is it? I know, I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it? Working in the fields? I presume he wanted to say field work. I hope. That's it. Thanks, buddy. It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence. I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model.
Oh, no.
So, see, I got nothing to do with this trial at all. At all. I will say he does improve some, but when it comes to painting, he's just getting started. Painting, maybe, but clearly he's good at sculpting. I expect all your faces to be red when you realize this mistake. Bright red. Oh, he's actually really good at investigations, too. Really? Fascinating.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
We might need to... we might get to that at some point. I'm undecided if we're gonna play those, but I don't know. It'll be a while if we do.
And I've heard...
What?
And I've heard that those ones are very, very long.
Yeah, that'll be an investment of time. Or to use a technical term, Crimson Lake. Ouch! Your pathetic belt blabbing and testify like a man! Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. Witness, that was all your fault. Testify now! This is too much for me. This is almost too much for me. Wow, geez, there were so many emotions that I just had to depict. Okay. I was at that lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. There was a hesitation there. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I, Edgy? But... Ladies and gentlemen, Waluigi. No, I'm not doing the Waluigi voice for Larry. I'm putting my foot down on that one. But man, man, this guy has been having a rough couple days. What?
Yeah.
What?
Also,
What?
he fucking lied.
What?
He lied.
Yeah, he definitely lied, but witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during testimony. I'm just a nobody. Nothing but a small, worthless man, aren't I? And why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation or anything else?
Because we fucking know you.
Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex and a lot of other issues he should probably talk to a therapist about.
Yep.
He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people. Yeah, that's right! I'm behind everything, every case! For you see, it was I, Larry Butts, who was the mastermind behind everything! Can you fucking imagine that if it turned out that Larry was actually, like, behind literally every murder?
He would have been playing the fucking long game since childhood!
Yeah, I killed Edgeworth's dad! I killed Mia! I killed April May! You didn't even know about that one! I've killed so many people. Watch out, okay? Just touching you will make you eternally unhappy. Well then, let us proceed with the cross-examination with no touching. Thank you. We can delve into other details at a later time. I can only think of one crazier twist. What's that? Larry actually getting a stable girlfriend? The ultimate villain, Dick Gumshoe. Yeah, I mean, he is a cop, so it wouldn't be that out of the ordinary. Anyway, didn't see a snowmobile, did you? Larry, you really didn't see it? Hey, don't need to hit your desk, I can hear you! I didn't see it, I didn't see a snowmobile! Why are you stuttering, you stupid man? Larry?
You did lie on the last statement.
Larry, say snowmobile for me, please. Snowmobile. If you truly have nothing to hide, then why are you stammering like you just flew over a cuckoo's nest? It's not a no, don't ask me! It seems that I'll need to start from a more obvious contradiction. I'm going to strike the blow that will finally get him to spill the beans. I feel this. Spill the beans does not sound like a sentence a phrase that Edgeworth would say.
No, we
You didn't meet anyone? What, do we have evidence that he met someone? What? What? Oh, right. Yeah, it was Phoenix. That's right, because I got nothing to do with this. I'm just here to buy some Viridian paint, okay? Come on! I expect to see those Crimson Lake faces now! Here, that simply pressing him isn't gonna be enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Indeed. Okay, it seems he's gonna claim to have nothing to do with this to the end. I don't want to cost this guy to cost us any more time. I need to slice through his obvious contradictions and keep things moving along. I feel like Edgeworth was just making fun of me for wasting time.
a little bit, yeah.
Alright. Larry Butts, I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic and you cause all sorts of trouble. I'm sorry. But having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction. Edgy, are you trying to console me? It certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create. You're totally pinning this on me. Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder took place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts. That's right, me in the flesh. Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change. But what do you want me to do? Larry, what you need to change is your inner self. But for now... Okay, screenshotting that for my own purposes. What you saw that night, testify truthfully about this one issue, is all I need from you. Edgy, I think I've finally woken up! The way I've still got acne. Nice to see you here. Hope that works out for you. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Thank you! Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well. I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder? Alright. This is what I saw, part 2. I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. I was lying on my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick. You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you? So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire? It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. It totally burned out, like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning bridge remains what caused Nick to fall. What did you say? Oh, don't worry, it's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold. I never know with what that man if he should be called lucky or unlucky.
Yeah.
That's Phoenix for ya. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination. Okay. So that's consistent with the weather data, I think. Yeah, but yeah.
Press. Wait, no.
Yeah, he didn't mention anything about the murder he saw. Or, wait, did he see the murder?
Back. I don't think so. Go back. Press.
Hold it!
You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that? Lightning fell and the bridge caught on fire, maybe around 5 minutes. I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out. How far is this small shack you're in from the bridge? Hold on, well, it pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about a 5-minute walk? And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there? Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping trips can compare. Well, should I press him for a little more info?
Why didn't he call anyone?
Good question. Larry, let me ask you one thing. What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious face? Why didn't you call anyone? Huh? What do you mean? Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try and tell someone. There is a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct? Well, of course I thought about doing that. Well then, let's hear why you didn't. Huh? Yeah, okay. My reason. It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time to, okay? I arrived at the bridge and Nick showed up less than a minute later. Something feels wrong about that.
Yep.
But what do we... But what?
Wait, go back. Oh, weather data.
Lightning 10 to approximately 11 p.m. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45, around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Huh.
The murder was at 11. Right?
Something like that. Yeah. From between 10 and 11.
Why the fuck was he standing there for 15 minutes?
So do we... So... Do we use the autopsy report?
Weather.
Okay.
Because it tells us when the thing struck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Objection!
Your very existence being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not. What the hey, Edgy? You make me sound like some sort of alien. I'm honestly surprised you don't know what's coming. I have no idea what's going on. Your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time. Isn't it always? I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. You made a pretty nice clock. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up to him? Terrible at those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct? Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less. I have the weather data from the night of the murder there. According to this, lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to the Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there at around 11 p.m. That all sounds about right, I guess. The problem here is time. Oh, great! All my Doctor Who catch-up will pay off here. Awesome! Did you get my awesome reference earlier to Doctor Who that I totally made? And then Nick showed up and did his falling act. That is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There is no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time. Huh? Excuse me, I have an objection. You do? Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry, I'm Larice Dunham. Yeah! It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11. In which case, it could have been earlier than that. Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery. For there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m. And why not? It is clearly written here in the weather data report. Took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn bridge. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means what exactly? Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night? What the fuck are you talking about? Huh? In fact, he did not arrive onto the scene until after the flames have died down. Edgeworth, the bridge is still very much on fire there. I don't know if you noticed that. Am I going crazy? Am I there's definitely fire there, right?
There is fire, yes.
And the bridge was burning? That's why it collapsed? What are you talking about, Edgeworth? Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m., but Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. I think he means the fire was almost over and was pretty much wrecked anyway. Agree then, though poor wording. Yeah, I guess. I suggest you to stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth now then. What happened during those missing 15 minutes? I feel like I just got brutally woken up by toilet splashback. I guess I was still sleeping after all. Pinch me. Order! So there was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I hardly see that as much of a problem. Yeah, not much of a problem. Oh, really? The bridge is burning before your eyes and there's a phone right next to it. Why then do you not report the accident? Yes, witness. Why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn? And therein lies the problem.
Some men just want to see the world burn.
Yep. Some men just want to see the bridge burn. Or even after the bridge had burnt out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty. I feel like I just got brutally woken up by toilet splashback. How do you know what that feels like, Larry? He seems like the kind of guy that would fall asleep on the toilet. I don't know. That is what it sounds like. But this is Larry we are talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means has to be a reason for his inaction. Edgy, I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude. You should have been serious this whole time, you fucking moron!
I don't like that's right.
This is a thought you've been playing with us all this time. Listen, I'm gonna tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all? Yes! Yes! It's why you're here! Yes! I may really say it this time, everything. Ah! Then say it! Very well, I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness? I'm a donim. I'm an artist, so what do you think I was... Come on, Larry. I mean... You got a point, actually. Trust me, you don't want to hear this? This is gonna be interesting? What do you mean? Sketching in front of the bridge! I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. With shock and awe I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out and then he came running up. I suppose artists can be strange folk. Well, you're not wrong. That's right, I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch. Including the truth from the sound of it. Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains. Why the fuck am I friends with this guy? And what would that be? This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him. I'm in danger! You'll regret this, Edgy! I'm scared. Okay.
Next.
What do we do here?
Press.
Wait, press?
On the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Hold it.
Sketching the burning bridge. The burning bridge and everything that came with it. Everything that came with it? What? Came with it? You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? You'll regret this. That sketch of mine is enough. Just takes that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, Fitness. Whoa, what are you talking about? I know what you mean. That doesn't dare to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant the sketch is revealed, the entire world may be changed by what is depicted there. Look at the sketch! I want to see the fucking sketch! What?
Look at.
Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please. Well, even I couldn't have imagined it turned out like this. Imagined what? That Larissa Nim's debut would take place here today like this. Ow! Show it now! Okay, but steel yourselves. This...
What the fuck?
is the world of Larissa Nim. What? What? Okay, first of all, that's pretty good. Second of all, what? What?
Larry?
Huh?
Larry.
What?
Larry!
Larry! You... I feel like you should have mentioned this at some point. I mean, I don't blame you for not mentioning it, but why does it look like the Donkey Kong platforms?
Oh my god, it does.
All I want to do is see you turn to a flying woman, a flying woman! All I want to see is someone who gets to be a flying woman. Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm gonna be mad if Charo won.
What?
You know the y'all hate kids tourney I was passionate thing about?
Oh yeah, that. What's up
Who
with
won?
what's happening with that?
Motherfucker.
What happened?
Charo won.
Yeah, I mean Undertale seems to have a habit of winning those polls.
It should have gone to Jason! Anyway.
Well, so this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma? Yes. Well, it's better drawings than I expected. Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I really did. Yeah, I'm sure you did. This is going to get ugly. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry, what? The burning bridge is fine, but what is that unfortunate-looking figure? Be fair to Larry here, this is hard to take seriously. What are you talking about? Someone has clearly fallen off of the bridge and was burned up in a crisp of... So your thoughts on Iris's sudden supernatural power boost? Fuck you! I know what's happened. Okay, not actually fuck you, I'm sorry. But actually, clearly what has happened here is for some, like, frickin' someone fell off the bridge and it is in fire, and I think whoever the bitch, I don't know her name off the top of my head. What, you know, the one you said you had a problem with? What was that? The other one? What? You know what I'm talking about.
In this case or in the past case?
The past case.
Dahlia?
Yeah, that one! Something, I don't know! Something is happening, I don't know! Ah! You spotted that, I thought you might. However much I might want to ignore it, I can't. It's Iris, of course. Iris. Why would it be... I wish she'd take better care of herself. We have to plan for her future, you know. What would have happened to her if she had injured herself flying like that?
My God. My God!
Larry. Clarice.
Yeah.
So Dahlia is flying around Dusky Bridge while on fire and not, you know, locked up in prison. Maybe she's a literal demon. Don't even. Larry, please answer this next question honestly. Okay. Oh, hi, Switch NX. Nice to see you. Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames? Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real artist. Are you... Hi! The girl, she's really high up in this picture.
I'm just trying to confirm something here, and depending on how it turns out. Okay.
Yeah, Larry is probably high throughout this entire thing. Anyway.
So, I would like to bring this up.
Okay.
Where the fuck is Pearl?
Yeah, that's a good question. What's Pearl doing? I have, she's been missing for a while. What was that for? This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory. Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly.
Oh my God.
Actually, there's some precedent for this. Please elaborate, Franziska! She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge at least. It was really something to see. But this has to be some kind of a mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth! What? Me? This witness is your friend, is he not?
No, he's not.
Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth. I've never seen this man in my life, Your Honor. I was the friend of a man named Larry Butts. This is clearly Larice Donim. You must know that there is a difference. Let us get back to the cross-examination by force if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction. What evidence could we even, present to dispute this? Yeah, Your Honor, sure. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron. Well, what do you think of my debut piece? well, I gotta say, it's quite lovely, to be honest, but... Look, we can't start charging defense attorneys for the crimes of their clients. That's the 6 games... What? Okay, we'll worry about that much later. Get that thing away from me! Okay.
Yeah.
Horrible sketch. It's not that bad. Hurry up and cross-examine him. Alright,
Next. Next. Hood?
Wait, no, she wasn't wearing the hood.
Huh.
She couldn't have been wearing the hood. We have the hood. Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care. In your position, that's just being irresponsible. Okay, that's actually true. Larry, I gotta give you props for that one. You got a point there. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1 that it's the truth. If that is truly the case, there's one thing that we can say for certain. What might that be? The person who flew over this bridge could not have been the defendant, Iris. What do you mean? I don't understand. Ah! A foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolish, foolhardy fool. I've been holding that in this entire trial. I'm sorry. Exactly can you make this claim? If I don't call someone a fool every 5 minutes, I get a headache. It's very bad. It's a problem. I've been trying to talk to a doctor about it. Tell us, Larry, according to this picture, the individual whom you saw was wearing a hood, correct? Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Iris. Oh, Foodles. Yeah, I don't know. And Iris is my darling hood? What? That doesn't even make sense. Ah!
No, he never makes sense. That's the thing.
It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the ones at the defense's bench. Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris was not wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight? What are you talking about? I think you understand what I mean just fine. Why? Why did Nick have Iris's hood? What?
What?
Angie, what's going on with Nick? I don't really know, to be honest. There's some like awkward tension going on there. Why you, Nick? You dog! I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited and discarded straight into the garbage. What is it now, Fitness? It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this day to come. Angie, today is the day I get to completely stupefy you! What? What is the meaning of your outburst, Witness? I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence. Definitive evidence? Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge, and I, Larice Donim, shall prove it!
The fuck?
I didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony once again. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant and show your evidence that the nightmare was actually a reality. Okay, hope you're ready, Angie, because I'm gonna feed you a whopping serving of pain! You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time, trust me.
Can I please cry?
No, not until it's over. That's, it's not... We can't cry until it's over. That's the rule. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere half buried in the snow. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night. A crystal sphere? This one! Pretty, isn't it? That has blood on it.
That has blood on it.
No crying till the end, see? Yeah. Is that spear? Where did you find it? Let me see. Around here somewhere? Looks about right. And it was half buried in the snow. It had pretty much stopped snowing by then, but there was still some falling as I walked to the bridge. Accept this crystal sphere. That's mine, okay? I want it back afterward.
No.
There's something on it. Oh my, it's blood. What? Blood? Okay. You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry! Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore. Didn't you want to be called Laristo Nim only a few minutes ago? I'm going through an identity crisis! Okay. What do we... Okay,
Can we go to... Okay, here. Do we have the staff?
Staff? Yeah. Oh, wait, wasn't there a sphere, wasn't there a crystal sphere in the staff before? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Larry, that night, there was someone who lost a crystal sphere. There was? Who? Who is this stupid idiot? Miss Elise Donim, the mentor to a stupid idiot! The victim? I have a photo of her here. And on the end of her staff, you can see a familiar-looking crystal sphere. He's not bad at photography either, to be honest. Hey! That's my photograph, give it back! Ow! A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch. That doesn't look at all like that. What? What are you talking about? What? They look nothing alike! In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff found at the scene of the crime. Ah! Crystal sphere. It's gone! What? My thoughts exactly, but just what does this mean? If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris. After all, she was not wearing her hood, and more importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either. That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim? Elise Donim? A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. Oh, that feels better. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly. Thus, it is rejected. You said there was precedent for this earlier. Would you like to explain the precedent? You can't do that. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. And this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring. You honestly believe that there's fucking blood on it? Give it some thought, and I'm sure you will realize it as well, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Donim was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, the sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all. It is somebody else's blood. Miss Franziska von Karma. The only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns. Why are you pointing at me? The victim's crystal sphere was found on the bridge on the night of her murder. You expected to believe it has nothing to do with this case. Is anyone else smelling burning? Wait, no, everybody else in a different room than me. Of course,
Everything okay?
I don't know. I feel lightheaded.
I think we're almost done, so...
Okay. It's probably fine. That crystal sphere, it was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder. After the murder? There's blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests it was thrown away after the murder took place.
Well...
What?
Oh my god. Larry got there before the fucking murder.
Yeah, he did. As a killer placed in front of to throw off the investigations, and which is the exact same reasons that he drew that ridiculous sketch. What? You mean I'm the killer? No. All joking aside, just then did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge. Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case. Makes a valid point. There is no evidence that Elise Donim left Hazakura temples that night. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to transform into something else entirely. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth. I want your final opinion on the disposition of the crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, this witness you called would have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time. Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth. Can I prove it? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place?
Yes.
Okay. Can I prove it? That isn't the issue. Simply prove it, that's the only option. That's what he'd do. That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this.
Yeah.
Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that the crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case. You will do what? That look in your eyes, you'll remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered. That should come as no surprise, because right now I am Phoenix Wright and I am indeed cornered. I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder.
What's the crime photo? Does it have her staff or something? Oh, she doesn't even have her staff.
The tracks photo. Sketch, no. Photo of Elise. The map. The staff?
Let's go with the crime photo.
Are you okay? This crystal sphere was half buried in the snow, correct? That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. Snow would have totally covered it. That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Our testimony makes one thing quite clear. What? When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly. Snowing? On the other hand, let's look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Ah! Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the... What? Oh, yeah, you're right. What? Yeah, I'm not really following most of this, but I think that makes sense. Order. On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal sphere to loosen. What could that have been? A sphere? There's some blood on it, isn't there? What was the murder weapon? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge. The murder didn't take place in the Hazakor Temple courtyard. Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness. The headache is still there. Just who is the fool, and which part is so foolish, Miss Von Karma? You've been paying attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth. The sister saw everything. He saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakor Temple courtyard. That's not exactly true now, is it? To put it more precisely, what you saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body. That's the same thing! No, it isn't! What? You said it yourself. Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood will be lost from the body, that would be when the blade is removed. That statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could very well be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding. You are forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Donim's body was found in Hazakor Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakor Temple. The snowmobile. The snowmobile! It's the fucking snowmobile! You don't mean to suggest someone carries the body all that way? Made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. I just need to prove that my version of events is also perfectly plausible. Now, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Hazakor Temple!
The tracks. That's like the only thing we got.
On that snowy night, there is one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile! Ah! As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon. You've also been used to carry a body. Order! Yeah! This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave! What do you mean? The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moves the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin? You're too late, Franziska Von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation. What? Where was the victim, Elise Nim, really killed? If her body was moved, wherever for? And finally, just what does this image mean? Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it. This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point. Thank you. That settles it then. Wait, so Larry chasing after a girl actually was important to the plot.
Wow.
It was important to his defense. Okay, wow, okay. Way to go, Edgeworth. And Larry, I guess. Larice, whatever your name is. That settles it then. Cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It's just as I thought. Franziska von Karma, you make a wonderful partner. Excuse me? There is one reason and one alone for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case and then pass it on to Wright. But really? That's what this was all about? You could have just told me that from the very beginning. Then I would have had Frenzy whipping me all down! Miles Edgeworth, I don't care about what you've here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel. Shame that your chance seems to have slipped you by. What a shame, Frenzy! This is all your fault! Such a terrible witness. You're an affront to the legal system! Ah! It demands satisfaction! No, Larry is surprisingly important to this trial, ultimately. I think the defense could have worked this out without him, but it really helps. I'm honestly really glad that Larry was here, because it's like he was the victim, he was the defendant of the first trial. It's like poetic
Poetic justice?
No, it's the bookends. Is that the word I'm looking for? Cinematic it's something smart sounding. I cannot believe that the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the questions it raises. Have his words here been the whole truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on thorough investigation by both the defense and the prosecution. And with this, the rest is up to you. Oh, sorry. And with this, the rest is up to you, right? Court is now adjourned. To be continued. Okay. Larry Butts, it's something smart sounding. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. Holy shit! That was a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're at the Hottie Clinic. Why there of all places? I'm still up at this hour reading through the trial of a certain court case. It's the first case my mentor Mia Fade over handling Gorla. Yeah, we've been down this already. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within these pages. Dahlia Hawthorne! What I have read, I don't... Wait, this is your voice. Shit, sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here? This isn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into the Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, and my head is on fire.
Time to be reading important legal documentation.
But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. I have to meet the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. But I know that he will be able to help me with him. Somehow.
Okay, are we done? Yeah, we can stop. We can, yeah, okay. Title screen, yeah. There are worse medical establishments in the AA-verse than the Hottie Clinic, and that fact is terrifying. Oh no. Okay, well, that was a lot.
Yeah.
So, next time we need to prove how a woman can fly.
Oh, God.
And we probably need to talk to Larice some more.
Not looking forward to that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to that because every time he opens his mouth, there's a little more to this. There's a little more fuel for this one theory I've had, but we can talk about that another time. Anyway, yeah, that was cool. I feel lightheaded still, kinda, just a little bit. I think I need to drink some water and probably lie down for a bit.
Go do that, okay?
What?
Go do that.
Okay. Anything you want to say before we go?
No, but can't wait for next week.
Yeah, me neither. It's gonna be interesting. Join me tomorrow probably for Mega Man 4, whatever. Thank you, Switch, for thank you, Switch. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. Anyway, until next time, I'm Miss Jukebox 8.
And I'm Sky Cloud Lord.
And thank you for a wonderful time. Wonderful time. My winking has been breaking recently. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, wonderful time. Bye. Thank you for the